I've been waiting to show you how to make a simple mayonnaise. Why? Because it's so easy. You don't have to buy it. And a few of you have had problems. It's the whole emulsion, or the whole idea of the emulsion, that you're having problems with. And the emulsion in a fresh egg mayonnaise is the egg and the oil. And once you understand how that all comes together, you'll have confidence. Now, somebody that didn't do too well was Alvin with your coleslaw. It is the first time he's made mayonnaise, you can tell, and that's not the best coleslaw, I'll be honest. So with that in mind, Alvin, come up and you're going to help me with the mayonnaise. Okay, Alvin. Yeah. This is amazingly simple. You're going to laugh. First of all, nice little blender like this little canister blender. It's very fast. Instead of having to use a whisk, which you can cheat and use this baby, right? 1 tablespoonful of mustard, nice and heaped. Yep, good. Mustard is an emulsifier, so that's going to help emulsify the egg and the oil. 2 whole eggs. Whole eggs, not just egg yolks. A lot of recipes require just egg yolks, okay, and that's classic, but the egg white helps it bond and bind as well, and there's nothing worse than having recipes with egg yolks only, because what do you do with the egg whites, right? 2 tablespoons full of a sweet vinegar, in this case a white balsamic, and I like that little bit of sweetness, and because a lot of the bought mayonnaises have got added sugar, people get used to that flavour, but it's actually quite nice, because it's the whole acidity and sweetness thing at play again. Pinch of salt. Now, because a blender is so fast, unlike whisking by hand, which is slow, you can put a large amount of oil in to start off with, because the blades spin, bang, hundreds of times within the first few seconds. I'm going to put in a good measure of oil first, right? Click the lid on, start it off. And just give it a, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, on. You can see it coming together, right? Turn it off. All right, and you can see this, it's not split, even though it's thin, right? See how it's all emulsified together? So you can use that as a good indicator. You can put another quarter of the oil in, turn it on. See how it smooths out there? Turn it off. Add another third of the oil. Turn it on. And give it another 30 seconds. Same thing will happen. Now, see it? That's it. And again, you can have a look at it. See? It's nice and smooth. Add half of that. Turn it on again. Looking beautiful. Okay, done. Now we want this really thick, right? But see what's happening? It's so thick now that the machine's having trouble just mixing it around, okay? So remember that if your mayonnaise looks particularly oily, you can add a little splash of oil. Add half of that. Turn it on again. Looking beautiful. Okay, done. Now we want this really oily, right? But see what's happening? It's so thick now that the machine's having trouble just mixing it around, okay? So remember that if your mayonnaise looks particularly oily, you can add a little splash of oil. Turn it on again.